anybody who comes in, make them co-host. So that's our backup. So
All right, no problem.
so when I'm calling you, admit me. All right, it's going live. You can see live on the screen. Once it's showing live, then we are live on YouTube. Can we see live? So once we
Yes, I
see
saw
live,
it and clicked on OK.
okay, good. All right, so you can go ahead now. So I'll hand over the class to you now. Thanks so much, Mrs. Zena. We know it's not easy, but thank you so much for your commitment. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for your understanding. All right, you can go ahead. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Olusoji. So, moving ahead, please can someone confirm if they can see my screen?
Yes, we can, ma.
Okay, so yesterday, this was the data set we were working on before the network decided to, deal with us. So we were working on this sales data, and we've even created some pivot table. We've created a pivot table out of it. So yesterday so I tried to just categorize it so that everything does not look scattered. So yesterday we did most demanding products. So this is the chart for most demanding products, as we can see on my screen. So we did for top sales rep. So this is the chart for okay. Okay, I'm still in products. So we did for top sales rep, and this is the chart for top sales rep. And we also did, I think this was where we started having was this where we started having network issue? Okay, it was in product that we started
Yes,
having.
yeah, for products. Mm.
Okay, so this was the product. This was what we did yesterday. This was where we are yesterday before network started dealing with us. So we did for top sales rep too. So this is what we have currently. Then we did price by city. So I'm trying I'm trying to remember the title that we gave this particular chat. I can't remember. So the only thing that came to my head was price by city. So that's the reason
I
why.
think those sales. I can't actually pick now though, but we can work with price by city though. I can't remember
Okay.
the.
Okay, so that's the reason. So I just did one or two, and that's the reason why we have the price by city. So everyone understand how we got here, right? From the pivot table down to these charts.
Well, I
Yes,
couldn't
I do.
attend the
Yes,
class
I do.
yesterday. I was just going through the recording, but no problem. I will go through the recording and then try to catch.
Okay. Okay, so one more thing, I'm just going to create one more chart so that we can just see how we did the chart yesterday. So I have to show the field list. And one more thing I noticed about one more thing about Excel is that if you want to create a chart, so instead of trying to create a chart in the original pivot table, so we don't have to do that, because if you create multiple charts in the original previous table, it's going to affect all the charts that you've created before. So that was one issue I noticed yesterday. So that was one step that we missed. So for example, now let me just show you how the best practice for creating a chart from pivot table. So now let's say we want to do sales by units. So let's come, this is our pivot table details. So let's come here. For our rows, we are going to choose um okay. For our row, we are going to choose units. So this is another situation where you have two values, but you want to see the true picture of the two. Like I was explaining yesterday, you want to see the true picture of the two values, and then you have to like bring in two of them, put one of them into rows and put one of them into values. So now I'm just going to put my number of units into values and then the amounts. So for three, as we can see, this is the units and this is the amount. I don't think we should do it like this, because this is not telling a story. This is just showing like a number. So now we're going to have a clustered column chart. So this number of units, it is a value as well. So I'm going to take it to values. Just watch me. I'm going to take it to values. Now we want to know how much each sales reps, the number of units each sales rep sold, and the amount and the total amount for each sales rep. So now we're going to bring the sales rep into the values. Can you see what we have? So now we can see that this guy Bruce sold 43 units of goods, and the total amount is 6,105. We can see that Kate sold 9 units of goods and the total amount is 14,325. So looking at it here now, we can see that the highest unit, the person that sold the highest unit is Bruce, but the person that sold the highest amount is Krish, because this is 20,350. So now let's say I want to do products by unit just to get how many units of a product was sold. So now I'm just going to take out this. I'm going to take out this because we've done a lot with sales rep. So there's really no need to start showing how many units a sales rep have sold. We've showed the amounts that each of them actually sold. So each of them actually made for the company rather. So now I'm just going to take the sales. I'm just going to take the sales rep out. And I'm going to remove some of amounts. I only want the units. So now I'm just going to go to my products. Please, can you still see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go to my product and put my product here. Okay, good. Now we can see how many number of each of these products was sold. For Apple AirPods, we can see that 27 units was sold for Apple AirPod. For Dell, we can see that 8 units was sold. For HP NV times 360, we can see that 8 was sold. And we can see that the highest number of units that was sold, and I think this is actually even the cheapest, according to the total amount of sales that we have, is 71. So this is like the cheapest product according to our sales, our amounts data. Yes. So now we are going to put this into a pivot table instead of me trying to put the pivot table on this sheet. So this is just like my pivot table sheet. So I don't want anything to tamper with it here. You see this particular pivot table, I'm going to highlight it and copy it out, because I've noticed that when you do editing on this particular sheet, it's going to affect all the other charts that you've created before. So now I'm just going to go and take it to a new sheet. Let me create a new sheet. So this is how to create a new sheet. Okay, this was something I was working on. So if you want to create, please, I'm coming. So if you want to create a new sheet, just click on any of the sheets that you have here. Let's click on the one we have here. So now I'm going to click on insert. So I want a new worksheet. Excel is asking me, do I want worksheets, charts? So these are advanced part of Excel. So I don't need all these things. The only thing I want is a worksheet, a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to click worksheet and I'm going to click OK. So it's going to give me a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to paste what I copied from that pivot table. I'm going to paste it here. So the reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want this particular pivot table to affect all my other charts. So now I'm going to insert my chart. So what name do you suggest that we should give this particular chart? So we are doing units. It is units by product. So we want to see the product that actually sold the highest unit. Okay, the product that gave us the highest number of units that was sold, that is what we are trying to figure out from this chart. So what name do you suggest that we give to it?
We can say most demanding products.
Okay. We've done something for most demanding products.
This will be so sad class going now. Don't mind them.
I think I would have to look at that other chart. So we've done something for most demanding product. This is it. So yeah, we were doing, okay, yeah, we did by amounts, but now we are doing by units. So we have to give it another name. Temitope. So where is that particular sheet? Is this it? Okay, so we have to give it another name. Something that has to do with units. I don't want to talk, so I want it to be interactive.
Okay, can I say most products by unit?
Okay.
The most preferred product by unit.
Okay, most preferred products by unit. Okay. I'm also thinking, should we do something like top products sold by unit or most preferred products by unit? I actually like that most preferred product by unit. So let's see. So this is already telling a story on its own because you can see that is the airport that we saw that has the highest units now. That's what the customers of this particular company actually, a bit of this particular brand actually prefers. That's what they are buying the most. So you said most preferred products by units. So nothing is cast in stone. Even after you are done with your dashboard, you can always go back, like maybe 2 days later, look at all the headings and I feel like, okay, new ideas can come that let me change the title of this, let me change it to something else. I don't want this title again. So this is the reason why we're just giving it a title now is for us to just, have that differentiation that this is what this chart is saying, this is what this chart is saying. So you can always go back and change your title if you wish. So this is most preferred products by units. I'm going to click on OK. Okay, so now, like we did yesterday, I don't want this blank. So I'm going to hide that field. Yes, filter.
Filter.
Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
And
So I'm going to
hide.
click on hide selected items. That shows the teaching was really good though, because this one that you guys are already even giving me go ahead. So now I'm going to highlight it and insert a chart. I'm going to click insert. So sometimes Excel, you can, if you click on recommended charts, it's just going to bring out a chart that it feels is fine. But I don't want recommended charts. So I'm just going to go here and click any of this. So I want this clustered column. Either I can choose from either this clustered column, this stacked column, or 100% stacked column. This and this is very similar to each other, but I want this clustered column chart because it's like very easy. Anyone, even someone that does not even really know about data, can look at it and be like, oh, this is what this person is saying. So when it comes to visualization, you have to try to be make it as simple as possible, not too complicated. So now this is what we have for most preferred products by unit, and we can see that this one plus boards is the most preferred product by unit. So now when a stakeholder by the time we are done, when a stakeholder see this, see our dashboard, does not even need to think too far. He already knows what is going well in his business and what is bad, what is bringing money in his business and what is not bringing money in his business. So now we have this chart. So currently we have 4. So let me change this to unit so that we can, like the name of this sheet. If you want to change the name of this sheet, just click on it. Then come here, go to rename, and then start typing what you want to change it to. So I want to change mine to unit so that I'll be able to like differentiate. So now let's go back. So from what we have here, this is our sales data, like the data that we got, our original data. I'm going to show us how I actually got this. This is like KPI cards for our dashboard. So this is my pivot table. This is the original. This is where I'm picking out my data from and taking into other sheets to actually provide charts from. So now this is most demanding products. This is the chart. This is top sales rep. This is the charts. This is units, and this is the chart. This is price by city, and this is the chart. Now I can decide because our other chart is blue, so I don't want this. I don't want this color, so I'm going to change it to something like blue. Yes, so I'm just going to leave it as this. You can decide to design it as you wish, but please, when you are designing, just know that, like what my mentor always tell me, make it as simple as possible. Don't, in fact, she would tell me use 2 colors at most, or 3. Even if you have to go far, just peg it at 3 colors. Don't go beyond 3 colors, because when you go online, you will see some dashboards looking like Father Christmas, and there's a lot of things going on, and you don't even know the story that dashboard is trying to tell. And one thing is that for each dashboard, please don't go beyond one question. What's like when you have a dashboard page, ask yourself before you start, what is this? what's that one thing that I want the stakeholder to take out of this dashboard? What's that one problem that this dashboard is trying to solve? Now, for our dashboard, now it's trying to solve the sales problem. We're trying to look at the people with the highest sales. It has to do with everything sales, the people with the highest sales, the units with the highest sales, the city bringing in the highest sales. So it's basically about sales. So just make sure that your dashboard is answering one simple question. Don't try to insert a lot of things into one particular dashboard. So now we have that. So for this, I'm going to show you how we got here. So we won't be using this. So now I'm going to go click on price by city. Or let me try and get our KPI cards first before we go to our visualization. Please, up to this point, do you have any questions and do we understand?
I'm flowing with you. It's quite explanatory.
Okay, all right. All right, that's fine. So for our KPI card, let's say I want to get like exactly what I did here. I want to get the total amount. Okay, let me just delete this so I can show you what I did. Let me delete this too. So let's say I want to get, for my KPI cards, when you on your dashboard, you want to show, okay, this is the total number of sales. This is the total number of units. So you want to show that on your dashboard. So this is one way you can do it for your KPI cards. Assuming this was Power BI, you don't even need to disturb yourself. Power BI is the way it does this thing. You just click on your KPI card, click on just use data analytics expression, that's DAX, to get it and to bring out the figure for you. But for Excel now, I want to get the sum of my total amount. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to click equals to. So after clicking equals to, I want to get the sum. So I'm going to click G2 and I'm going to highlight. I'm going to highlight this thing. Can you see that it has already highlighted from G2 to G13? And I'm going to click enter. Okay. I'm going to click equals to. Now from the beginning, this is G2. I'm going to click G2. So I'm going to put a semicolon in between. Okay. We didn't use sum.
I think you're supposed to put a bracket.
Exactly.
Sum and bracket, yeah.
Yeah, we did not start with sum. That was the problem. So I'm going to put equals to. I'm going to start with sum. So I'm going to click on sum. So now I'm going to highlight this down to this place. I'm going to close the brackets and I'm going to click on enter. And with that, can you see that we have the sum? So we have the sum of our amount. So now I want to put it on a KPI card. The first thing I'm going to do is to insert a text box here. So you can always come here to insert the text box. So this is, please, can you see where I went to? So I clicked on insert,
yes,
and then came here, and then I'm going to click on text box. So now Excel has given me a line to draw.
Sorry, Mrs. Zainab, can you take that again?
Okay. Let me delete that. But you got the sum part, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so now we want to create a KPI card for our amounts and our units. So after getting, okay, let me quickly calculate the sum of this as well. So I'm just going to click equals to, I'm going to click sum, click on sum, then highlight from G, okay, this is F2, highlight from F2 to F13, close the brackets, click on enter, and I already have the sum of my unit as well. So now I want to create a KPI card for these two columns. So I'm going to go to insert. Please look at it one by one. I'm going to go to insert. Then I'm going to go over to text box. So when you click on text box, you click on the text. Okay, when you get to text, you click on text box. Now look at this line. I hope you can all see the line that is like plus.
Roll facing down, right?
Yes. It's at the middle. I hope you can all see it.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so now it's up to you to do whatever you want to do with that line. So now I'm just going to left click and draw it the way I want. Can we see that?
Yes, ma.
Okay, good. So now I want this particular sum of my amount to be showing in this text box. So the reason why I did not use shape, some people use shape, but the thing is that shape is not dynamic. So shape is not going to change as the data is changing. So for example, now with this sum, even if you come here, come back to your data and fill in more information, this particular field will keep on changing. It would not be static. Do we get that?
Yes, ma.
Okay, so now I
Okay,
want to
sorry, you
put
mean the
that.
size, the shape of the text will increase in size, right?
No, not the shape of the text. So some people use shape. They're just going to click on. Let me show you. They're just going to click on insert. Don't let us go ahead of ourselves. Let's complete this. Then I'm just going to show you what shape will do. Okay, so now that we have text box, so now I want this particular figure to be showing in my text box, this sum to show in my text box. So I'm going to click on equals to. Okay, don't click on equals to here. I'm going to go to my formula bar. Ensure that you are clicking on this thing. Then go here and click. Ensure that, can you see that it's not clicked? So click here. Then come here and click equals to. So now, after clicking equals to, the cell that has this my total amount, that's the sum. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to click enter. And like that, it brings in the total sales for me here. So now I want to show that this is total sales. So now I'm just going to type in total sales. Let's make everything. No, I was thinking we should make everything capital letter, but don't let us make everything capital letter. So it's not looking. Click on enter. Please, up to this point, do we understand? Because this place is
Yes, I do.
okay. Can any other person confirm they understand?
Yes, ma.
Okay, good. So after you've clicked on your total sales, so now you can edit now this is our KPI card. So although Excel is to me is my KPI card now. So now I can edit it the way I want. So if I want to increase the font, I can increase it to 18. Okay. So let me just click on this. Please, can you still hear me? Because the call came in now. I want to be sure that I did not affect the
Yes, I can.
network.
I can hear
It
and see.
didn't affect it. I think you were clicking on increasing the font, but then that 14 was too high, be 18.
Okay,
So it
yes,
was
it was
hiding
too.
the
It
amount
was
in the
exactly. It was hiding the amount. So now let me just leave it at 11. So I need to do something. So the reason why it is that I have to take this back. I have to take it to the top. So now I can increase it.
Okay.
Now let me increase it. Does this look too big? Or should I just leave it at 14?
No, it's. I think 16 is perfect. It's perfect at 16.
16. Okay.
Yes.
So now I change the font to 16. You can decide to change the most times I use Times New Roman, but you can use Affliction shall not rise again, no. I'm talking about my network. Please, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let's go back.
We can hear you, but cannot see you. You are not on the screen.
Can't see your screen, ma. We can see it now.
The screen is up now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
it's
we
up.
understand that so I changed this to Times New Roman under my font style. So we understand that part, right?
Yes, very well.
Okay, good. So now let's do that of the units as well. So now I'm going to insert another text box. Assuming this was a physical class, I won't be the one, so I'll just tell someone else to come and do it. So I'm just going to, after inserting on it, I'm just going to come here and click equals to, and then click my
Ma,
total
can I
number of.
ask you a question?
All right, please go ahead.
Okay, so this box this card box that you've been creating, once
It
you
is
click on
KPI
insert,
card. KPI card.
yes, I know. Once you click on insert, do you select from those boxes that I see display, or you just come and draw it?
I drew. You have to draw it by yourself.
Okay, so you can't select from, because I saw some boxes displaying there. I thought you could just select from there.
No. That's actually those boxes are actually giving you different functions that you can perform in Excel.
Okay,
So there's the box for text, but there's another one that is telling you that you can do something else with it as well. So you have to draw your box by
okay,
yourself. Even with shape, you have to draw whatever you want.
okay. That's
All
fine then.
right.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. So moving on, I'm just going to click on enter. And now we have our total units. So now I'm just going to click here and then type in total units. That's total unit of product that was sold. Okay, so let's increase the fonts to 16. This one thing about Excel, you have to click out, click in again. Let's increase the font to 16, like we did with the other one. Then let's change this to Times New Roman so that our text is uniform. Not that one is showing Calibri, the other is showing Times New Roman. So I'm going to go down to Times New Roman. Okay, I have to reduce. Okay, I have to make this, expand this like this so that it can show. So here we have our total unit and total sales. So by the time we get to the dashboard, we can decide to maybe add color or design, but for me, it's fine like this. So this is what we have for our total sales and our total unit. So now we want to go into creating our dashboard. So I'm just going to go forward, go forward, go forward. I would have loved to continue, but you guys won't understand. So I'm just going to click on insert, like I showed you how to click create a new page. I'm going to click on insert, then go to worksheets. That's already clicked worksheets for me, and then click on OK. So now this is the page I want to use for my dashboard. Please pay attention. This is the page I want to use for my dashboard. So now we are moving. We've done data cleaning. I've showed you how to use some of this formula. I've showed you how to use conditional formatting. So now we are moving into building of dashboard proper. So now with the basics that you've learned so far, you can actually pick on this and, get better at it on your own or by yourselves. So that you don't need to be you don't need, when anyone asks you that, can you use Excel? Yes, you can use, and after this, you can use Excel to solve business problem, because we're actually solving a business problem right now. So moving forward, for my dashboard, some people prefer to leave all these grid lines, but me, I don't want it. I don't want all these grid lines. So now I'm going to go to view. So this someone is in the waiting room. Okay, I've admitted the person. So now I'm going to go to view. Please confirm you can still see my screen.
You can.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go to view. Then, okay, good. We are now in view. I'm going to go to view. Then these grid lines, I don't want it. In fact, I don't need that formula bar again. That formula bar was what I used to get that KPI. So I'm just going to uncheck it. And then let me just make sure that our KPI is still there. Okay, still there. Okay, this was the sheet that we created. And I don't want these grid lines. Can everyone see these grid lines? So I'm just going to uncheck it. So I don't want. And for my dashboard, you already know. That's why it's good to have. You can always sketch your dashboard. You can always do wireframe that, okay, my dashboard though. I'm going to share. Okay, so I'm going to prepare a document for you. Like for that document, you are going to have maybe list of formulas. We are also going to have, dashboard inspiration, like where you can get dashboard inspiration from. So you can understand that, okay, for my sales dashboard, though, this is what I'm trying to build. Then you can, when I started out, I do my wireframe with book and pen. But now I do my sometimes, most times, let me just say most times I do my wireframe on Figma. So I already know what I want to do. I'll just design it on Figma and take it into Power BI, because most times I use Power BI for building dashboard. So as you are starting out, you can start with book and I would advise you start with book and pen. So like you can design what you want in your book and pen. You can know that, okay, this is where the KPI card would be. This is where my filters would be. This is where my charts would be. So by the time you come to your screen, you don't need to start guessing that, where should I put this one? Where should I put that one? You already know where it should be. So it's just like as if you are doing copy and paste and design what you want to design. So now that I've removed the grid lines, so looking at it, I already have it in my head that my dashboard can be more than from A to L. So I want everything from M, N, and O. I don't want it to show again. So now I'm going to click on control. I'm going to click on this place. Then I'm going to click on control. Please listen, control, shift, and this place. So after clicking on control, shift, and right arrow key, please, do we understand? I clicked on control, shift, and right arrow key. Please take note of
Yes,
that.
understandable.
Control, shift, then right arrow key. So after I've clicked on that, it's bringing me to the all the other part, like all column after column L, because I started from column L actually. So now I'm just going to click in between. I'm going to right click in between, and I can decide to hide all these cells. I don't want to see it again, and click on hide. So okay, I started from K actually. So with hide that, then I'm just going to click on here and then go here. Okay. Can decide to expand.
Is this class being recorded?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we can go back and watch it again.
Yes, you can go back and watch it again.
All right, thank you.
So I think I'll just leave it as it is. If the space is not enough, we can always expand. So can you see how I deleted all other columns?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now the first thing I'm going to do for my dashboard is that I'm going to create a title for it, and I would be using the text box again. Although we can decide to let me use shape this time around for just the title. So the title does not need to be dynamic. The title is static. It does not need to change. So I'm going to go to insert so we can see how to use shape. I'm going to go to illustrations. Under illustration, you can insert shape, you can insert pictures, you can insert icons, screenshots, smart arts, depending on what you want to do. So now I'm going to click on shapes, and then I'm going to choose rectangle. Okay, can you see that we also have text box here? So the reason why the text box is here is because I've been using it over and over again. That's why it's showing in my recently used shapes. So I'm just going to, you can also pick out your text box from here, but no, I don't want to use text box. I want to use shapes. So I'm just going to click on this rectangle, and then I'm going to draw again. I'm going to draw. So now tell me, what name do we want to give our dashboard?
Sales sheets 2025.
Okay, let's just say sales, because this is not a sheet, this is a dashboard. So let's just say sales dashboard. 2025. Okay. But it has to have a company name.
A company name.
Yes. Like at least you are not just designing the dashboard for designing sake. You are designing it for a brand or a company, or you are trying to show a business owner that, okay, this is what is doing well
We
with
can
his
use
business.
ZZ Enterprises.
Okay. Is that ZI? ZZY?
No, you're from your name now. ZEZE.
Ah, okay. Or should we use Olusoji's on Afrocentric?
We can
Okay,
use it.
that can work.
Okay. Let's just use Afrocentric. Just to represent Olusoji here. Afrocentric sales dashboard. Okay, good. Our date is the same thing, but we can always do something to it. Let's leave it as this for now. So this is what we have, Afrocentric sales dashboard. You can take it to the top. You can expand. I can bring it to the center. Just click here. Then go back to home and click on center align, middle align. Okay. No. Click on center. So you can do middle align, you can do center align. You can always explore with all what we have here. So now, Afrocentric sales dashboard. I can decide, let me change the font to Times New Roman. So I'm just going to highlight it again. I'm going to highlight it, come to my font, and change it to Times New Roman.
Times New is actually suggested for you at the top.
Oh, okay. I did not see it before. Thank you very much. So I'm changing it to Times New Roman. Let's increase it a bit to maybe 12 or 14. Okay, 14 is bold. So good. So now we have our title for our dashboard. So now let's change the color. So I want to pick two colors. Most times I advise that the background of your dashboard should be white. So now let's go to fill. Okay, let's see if we can go with this. I want a color that is similar to what we have on our chart. So don't let me just choose anything. So let me go back and see what we have on the colors we have on our charts. So we have this blue.
Blue is part of it.
What did you say, please?
I said blue.
Okay, blue. Oh, all right. So let's use blue. Okay, I think this blue is fine then.
Alright, is on blue, yes.
Okay. So let's leave it as blue. So now we have this. So moving forward, let's bring in our KPI cards first. So let me go back to our sales data where I had my KPI. I'm just going to click here, right click, copy, and then I have to rename this dashboard.
This sheet, bar.
Yes, so that I can know where I'm pasting to. So I'm just going to paste. So now this is our KPI. There's possibility that we might use filters. So let me leave this particular spills for filters. So now let me increase it a bit. So I'm trying to give a background color to this thing, and I'm thinking, what background color can I give? Let me rename this to dashboard. So now we have this. What background color can we, please, we are actually designing together. So I'm thinking,
Can you use powder blue?
I don't know
Okay.
color, but is this powder? Where's
Yeah,
powder blue?
this is powder blue. The previous. Yeah, this is powder blue. Yeah.
Okay, good. Can leave it as that. Now let's bring in our total units. Let's go to our sales data, click on our total units, do copy, and then go back to our dashboard again. and click on. I'm just going to do Control V. So now, just going to click here and then choose a color. How we use this, good. So I can decide to expand it like this. I think we should just leave it. We might look for one more KPI, but let's leave it as this now. So now let's bring in our charts. Let me take it forward a bit in case we want to use filters like this. Good. So you can explore on your own. So now let's bring in our charts. So let's bring in the first chart. So I'm just going to click on it, then copy, and then go to my dashboard, and then do Control V. Now I have to edit this so that I can have other spaces for my other charts. Let me increase it a bit. Okay. Temitope. So this okay, not only Temitope. So we can't name this most demanding product, and I will tell you why. So this is actually by sales and not by units. So this is actually the most expensive product, not most demanding product. The other one is most demanding product, just like what I'm trying to remember the name of the lady that said it, because I'm looking at it now. And that one, the most demanding product is by the unit sold. We can call this most preferred product by unit. That's actually the most demanding product. But this one is actually the most units sold, with emphasis on sold in terms of amount.
No, I think products. Yeah.
Okay, so most expensive product sold. Okay, I'm trying to think of any most expensive products. Or we can't say highest product sold.
I am
It's the
expensive
same.
products is good. No,
Okay.
expensive.
All right, so let me just click on that most demanding. Let me click on it. Let me close this pivot table. I'm going to open it later. Let me click on it and choose most. I want to say something again. Let's look at it like this. It is actually the product bringing in the highest revenue, not even like the most expensive product. It is the product bringing in the highest revenue. So I'm going to share one trick with you guys here again, so you don't have to start thinking too much. For example, now if you're in a situation like this and you are confused on how to, like, okay, what title do I give this chat? A lot of ideas is coming to your head. This is where we bring in AI. So here, like ChatGPT can make it easy for you. Just give it an idea that, okay, this is the title I'm trying to give. This is the title I'm trying to give my chat. Suggest a title for me, and it's going to bring out different options for you. So that's one of the ways that we also use AI in data analytics. So I'm just going to go with most expensive product. But before we end this class, I'm going to show you how I can ask ChatGPT to suggest chat titles for me. Please remind me before we end the class. Most expensive products, highest recurring. I would have said maybe highest recurring products in terms of revenue.
We can actually say revenue per product.
Okay.
Revenue per product.
Just going to click on okay. Good. So now we have revenue per product. Let me go to my dashboard. Okay, it has changed. Can you see that it changed automatically from what we have there? So now this is revenue per product. You can edit as you wish, but this is fine by me. This is fine by me. So I'm just going to do little editing. I'm going to click on plus. I don't want these grid lines. Let me see if I remove the legend, what it looks like. Okay, I don't want the legend as well. We can all see, like the product is already telling the story itself. You can see that Apple AirPods Pro is between 0 and 1,000. Dell SPS is went up to over 4,000. So I don't need to be putting the legend. So it depends on you, but most times best data practice, just make everything as clear as possible, but don't delete so much information. This as chat title. Okay. Okay, let me see if we can delete. No, I want the access to show. Okay. For me, this revenue per product is already a good type, is already a good enough title. So I'm going to leave it at that and just uncheck this chat title. So this one is already telling this revenue per product is already telling a story. So I don't need to do so much on that. So I'm just going to see if I can edit again. And yes, here we have it, our first chart. So moving on, let's pick the top sales rep. So let me just do Control C. Please confirm you can still see my screen.
Yes, it's still on your head.
Okay. I'm just going to do copy and then paste. There's possibility that we might increase this thing. That we might increase this space so it contains our charts. Okay, good. So now I'm going to reduce it. Why is this showing? Okay, so now I'm going to reduce it. Okay, so guys, the way I'm looking at this chart, I think we have to redo this chart again. Let me see. Let's clear the filter. I think it's best to go back and redo this chart again. Sales rep by amounts. So I'm just going to delete. Because the chart was not originally like this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to check what okay, so this is what's happening. So now I have to go back to my pivot table for this chart because I'm seeing dates and I did not choose dates before. Maybe I mistakenly choose dates. So now I'm going to go back to my pivot table and uncheck dates. I don't want that dates to show there. Please, do we understand when you have situations like that with your chart and you don't understand what's happening? Please go back to your pivot table and see what's happening. So now I've unchecked that date. Now I only have sales rep by amount. So I'm fine with that and I'm just going to click on OK. Good. Now, so I'm going to edit. I don't want the grid lines as well. I don't want the grid lines. I don't need this again, so I'm just going to cancel it or take it away. So the legend, so there's no need to show the total legend. So the chart title.
I think we forgot to delete the blank on this also because I can see the blank from the table.
Okay. I'm going to go back and delete that. So I'm just going to uncheck the chart title too. Then just to make it. So when you're building your charts, maybe you mistakenly press something, you can always do Control Z. So now let's go back to that top 4 sales rep sheet. So now I'm going to click on blank. I'm going to highlight blank. I'm going to right click, then go to filter, and then I'm going to hide selected items. With that, let's go back to our dashboard, and we can see that the blank is not showing again. Do we understand up to this point? Do we understand up to this point, please?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so now my sales rep
I
was
think price
showing
by city is the less.
Yes. So I just want to say something. My sales rep was showing filter before, and I don't want it to show that filter. So what I did was I went back to my pivot table, then click on this place. If your pivot table is hiding and you want it to show, click here, just click on show field list. So this thing was showing, this filter was showing on my sales rep. So I just clicked on it and then it brought out delete filter for that particular sales rep. Then I just deleted it. So that's that about that, in case you are in that kind of situation. Please, do we understand?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are moving on to city. Let's bring this close to each other. Everything has to align. At the end, we are going to group everything so that nothing is scattering. Okay. So look at it. Is one looking bigger than each other? Okay. Please confirm you can hear me.
The product seems a little bigger in width compared to the sales rep. So I think maybe drag the sales rep a little or close the product a little.
Okay. Okay, the
All right,
sales
this is
rep.
perfect. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's good. This right.
All right, so let's just move on. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to city. Let's move on to price by city. So we have 2 cities. So yeah, the price is not showing in thousands. Let me just show you one trick that you can use. Please confirm you can still hear me.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so now if you want your amounts like what we have here now to show in thousands, just okay, since you already have the total, let me just highlight this. Then I'm going to go to numbers. Can you see that when I started from amount, it's already showing as currency? So now I'm just going to expand this particular ribbon. So now I'm going to go to number. So this is not giving me what I want. I want it to show in money, like in currency. So you can see, depending on how you want your numbers to show. So I'm just going to click on this and click OK. And can you see that it has brought out amounts for me in thousands in actual money, my monetary figure? Do we understand that?
Yes.
Please, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Zainab. We are going
Okay.
to product by city now.
Okay. Okay, so what I just described, I hope you
Mhm.
understand.
Yes, I do. Are they converting the figure to currency?
Yes, yes. Okay, good. So now let's go to product by city. Let's go to our dashboard and then Control V. Now we have to scroll down. So you just allow it to align with what you have. Please, can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So now I don't want the grid lines, I don't want the legend. So that's already telling us.
Ma, please, what exactly are you trying to do?
I'm still just like what I did with the other one. I'm trying to make it align, the same shape, the same size. Do you understand?
Yes, ma.
So we are building a sales dashboard.
Okay.
Okay, please, I hope everyone is aligned. We are building a sales dashboard. So we started yesterday with pivot table. So now we are moving on to building our sales dashboard.
Okay.
And
So
we
this is the
created 4
dashboard.
charts out of it and
Okay.
4 charts and 2 KPI cards. So by the time we are done with our dashboard, I'm going to just take all these things so that we can have a clear visualization of, okay, clear picture of this is what we are building. So now we are currently in the building phase. That's why we are doing all this editing. Do you get?
Yes, ma.
Okay, good. So now this is our revenue per product. This should be products by city now. Okay, I copied the same chart. Okay. So we have products charts, we have top sales rep, we have units. Okay, this was what I was supposed to, this was what I should have copied. Please pardon me, I copied a chart twice. So I'm just going to delete this. We don't have anything units here. So can you see that we have that blank issue here again? I have to delete this blank again. Please, I hope you're all with me.
Yeah, so following suit.
We'll go through the classic. We'll go through the following.
Okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to uncheck the legend, uncheck the grid lines, uncheck the chart title, and leave it as that. So now this issue of filter here again. So now I have to go to the okay, now I get. Okay, so what was confusing me was that we have revenue per product and we have products by units as well. So we are having products. So there's this particular axis that we have product and product that was actually causing confusion. So this thing is different. So this one is in currency and this one is in units. I hope you understand.
Yes.
Okay, so that was what was causing confusion from. This one is in currency, this one is in units. So this one is most preferred products by units, and the other one is revenue per product. So now this filter I don't want. I'm just going to go to that units where I have my chart, my units chart. I'm going to show field list. Then this filter, I'm going to click on it. Okay. So label filter. And I should be able to clear filter here. Okay, so the other time I was able to clear the filter here. But for this time, it's not allowing me to clear the filter here. So that means we would have to leave it like that. So I'm just going to click on OK.
And it will not affect anything.
Someone said something.
I think he's talking from his own end, not relating to our class.
Okay.
Will it affect anything?
Okay, so now I'm going to bring in the last chart.
If the future,
which is price by city. It's going to do copy. Go to our dashboard and click Control V. Because I don't need this, so I just want to edit. So it's giving you an opportunity to filter. So I'm just going to clear filter from this. I don't want that filter. Let's go here again and see if we can clear that filter again. Just going to click on products. Okay. I'm just going to clear filters from products. Can you see how I did that? Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes.
So if you don't want that filter, it's not even from label. You just go here and click clear filter from products. If you don't want it, then you can, same thing I did here also. I clicked on city and clear the filter from city. So
Only that we just have blank on both revenue, most preferred products, and the other one.
okay, so we have to go back, and so let's go back to most preferred products by revenue. So this is products. Okay, not this one. So I'm just going to highlight this. Right click, filter, and then hide. So what was the other one? I think it was in unit. Was it in units? Okay, yes.
Most preferred, no, most, I think most.
I think it was this. So I'm just going to click on blank, highlight, go to filter, and then I don't want to see it. So now I'm going to go back to my dashboard and see what we have. So here is it. I'm still going to change it to full screen mode, but let's hold on.
The filter
So
is coming up on by default, I guess.
the what?
The filter for the most preferred. I think it's coming up by default.
Yes, it's coming up by default. So, but if you don't want it, you can clear it. I don't want it from here. You can just clear it. So there we have it, our first dashboard. Let's see if we can insert filters. Okay, not filter, slicer. So let's go. Okay, let me go back to our pivot table thing. So I'm just going to right click and show field list. So, okay, our field list is. So let me see if I can insert slicer. So can you see when I want to insert slicer? So what does slicer does? So for example, now maybe if you want to filter by date, assuming our date column was like really solid, we want to filter by date, or let's see if we can. Although it's not going to change, it's not going to change here again. Since we've already given it pivot table. Or let me try it. So let's change this to, let me see, let's change this to 909. Please, can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, long date. Let me change to short date. Because this is actually recorded as short date. So let me just change the whole column to short date. Okay. So let me change this to, let's say 11. Please, if you can't see my screen again, please just let me know. Let's change
Your
this
screen is
to,
still visible. Can still see
okay.
your.
We can see your screen, ma.
All
Very
right.
visible.
All right, so let me change this to 15. Let me change this to 17. So the reason why this one is going like this and this one is coming like this is because of the dash. So if I decide to, let me just do best data practice. I'm changing that thing into dash so that it all stays on, it stays on the same line. Okay, let me change everything to the short date for format. So I'm going to click on 1501. Go here and click 2021. So let me just change the last one to 21. Okay, before we start, let me see if it's going to reflect in our pivot table. Before I do any form of editing. So now I'm just going to cancel this one. I'm going to remove the fields. So let me choose dates and let's see what it's going to bring out. So it's not reflecting here. Okay. So I would have loved to do a lot with dates, but the particular date in our data set is not it. So I don't want a situation whereby it's dragging us over and over again, it's dragging us back. So I'm going to, when we get to Power BI, we're going to do a lot with dates, and we will see like what more you can do with dates in Power BI. But for example, you can also do with dates, but the thing is that our dates column is not it at all. So I'm not going to use that date for this. What did I do? I'm not going to use that date for this particular dashboard. Please, do we understand, and can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So now I'm going to insert slicers. So for example, now if you want to filter by category, if you want to filter by product category, okay, how much did a particular category of product sold for a day? If you want to insert by, why is this showing blank? If you want to insert by, if you want to filter by, okay, I want to filter by city. Okay, let me know how a particular city sold in a day. You can always do that. So now I'm going to insert filter. Let's just go to our dashboard. So I'm going to go to insert. Not in the reason why I've been saying filter is because in Power BI we call it filter, but yeah, it's like slicer. Okay, it's also slicer as well in Power BI, but most times when it comes to the terms, we keep on saying filter because it's actually filtering all of that chart. So I'm just going to click on slicer. Okay. Let's go back to our pivot table and insert it there. So I'm going to click on slicer. You know what? Let me uncheck this. Let me mark products categories. No, just product and category and sales rep. So I'm going to go to insert slicer. Okay. Now can we see what we have? So because I did not mark anything before, that was why it was not bringing anything for me. Please, can you still hear me?
Yes, but I'm confused.
Yes.
Yeah, someone said she's confused.
I'm confused because I'm trying to understand where we're headed. We're trying to do like a dashboard, right?
Yes.
And we had done the dashboard, we had brought in the sales, the units, and everything. So now what are we achieving? What are you trying to achieve with what you're doing now? Are we done with the
Okay, so
dashboard? Are we
no,
adding
we are not
something
done with
to
the
the
dashboard.
dashboard? Because right now I'm confused, honestly speaking.
Okay, but you understand up to the point where we inserted the last chart, right?
Yes.
Okay,
You
good.
started doing
So
dates.
now
I
I'm
don't know
trying
what
to,
you wanted to do with the dates. Then you stopped. Then you are coming to
okay,
slicer.
yes.
So I don't know.
Okay, yes. I said something about the dates. I said that date is not really going to work for us in this data set because the date is only one particular day. It's just 8 and 01. 20, is it 2021 that is there? We don't have different dates, it's just one. So it's not it's just like static. It's not going to work for us on this
Okay, so let
particular
me rephrase
dashboard.
my question, ma. This
Okay.
dashboard, what exactly are you trying to show us? How to create a dashboard? We're done with
Yes.
dashboard, right? What are you trying to add to the dashboard now?
Okay, good. I'm trying to add slicers.
What is a slicer?
Okay, good. I explained earlier as well. I said those slicers serves as filtering. For example, now let's say you are a business owner and a data analyst has created a dashboard for you. So maybe for a particular day or maybe for a particular month, you want to know which sales rep actually sold the highest product in a particular month or in a particular day. So with this slicer, by the time you input slicer, instead of having to go over and start calculating over and over again, you can just use this slicer, click on it for a particular day, and you will get the details of, oh, this is what happened today, this is what happened yesterday, this is the city with the highest sales today, this was the city with the highest sales yesterday.
Okay.
Please, if you don't understand, let me know.
It's fine, ma. I will understand. Not a bit. I may not understand everything in one day, but I would understand.
Okay, let me make. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly, ma.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, please. You know what is filtering?
The filtering is like an editor, right? Like you're editing something. Or what is a filter?
No, filter is like when you're
No,
streaming something,
for filtering, you
like you're streamlining something. Instead of getting the whole, you want something out of maybe 100, you'll give it one number. Filter
Okay.
is just, it's just streamlined. It's like a funnel. You know,
Okay.
the mouth of a funnel is big and thin.
I understand what
So
you
if you put,
mean.
Mhm.
So that's what a filter is. It's not in the word filter like you're editing.
No, 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 no. Just like you're trying to streamline
No,
something.
filter is not for editing. Please, you are a data analyst.
It's for navigation. If you want to take a shortcut,
So he says
probably you want
streamlining. I understand what he said.
particular data.
I understand what he means by streamlining. So go on with the class, ma. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, but do you understand a bit of what I've been trying to say
Yes.
now with filtering and slide Excel in Power BI? So by the time you see us putting in inserting slides into our dashboard, we want you to be able to filter to be able to filter whatever information you need from.
I can only
I think that we lost Mrs. Zainab. So we're waiting for her. I thought the class was even a 1 hour class because they said 5 to 60, 6 to 7.
Yes, so it extended actually because we are trying to wrap up. I don't want us to take this to next week. Please bear with me.
All right.
Okay. Please, I'm seeing Lenovo. What's your name? So that when I'm communicating, I can use your name.
My name is Julia.
Julia, okay. Okay. Julia, we'll wrap up soon. So let's just insert the slicer and then we are done.
All right, ma.
Okay, thank you. So now okay, let me go back. So I was on inserting the slicer. So after I clicked on insert slicers, please confirm you can see my screen.
Can, ma. We can see your screen.
Okay, so I'm just going to click on products and then and category. So let's slice by product and category. I'm just going to click on OK. Can you see that we have two slicers now? So now I'm going to take these slicers to I'm going to take it down to our dashboard. Temitope, please, I hope you understand up to this point. Please, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Zainab.
We can.
Okay. Please, I hope you understand up to this point that I inserted the slicer. Do we? Okay.
Sorry, it's because we're muted. So before we respond to you, we have to unmute and all that. That's why it's delaying.
Okay. Okay. All right, Julia, but you understand up to this point where I inserted the slicer, right?
Yes, ma. You went back to the product, right? And you
Okay,
said
so
you
I
wanted
clicked
to
on
do a
insert.
slicer.
Okay, let me do one more so we can see. So I clicked on insert. Can you see
Yes.
my screen? Then
Yes, ma.
I went to slicer. So the reason why it is showing this is because I've not for my pivot table. So now let me show you how. So if you click in between any of your row labels, like your pivot table, what you have on your table is going to bring out this product category and sales rep. So now let me go to insert again. Okay, this is insert. Then I'm going to click on slicer. So now it's brought out the list of the columns I have in my data sets.
Okay.
Do you get?
Yes, I understand now.
Okay. So the thing is that Julie, I'm going to give you guys an assignment. So when you are working on your data set, at any point that you get confused, I'm going to share a general Google Meet link. You can always reach out to me, then we can do it one on one and trash it out together.
Okay, ma.
Because it's when you start working on it on your own that you are going to actually feel the it on how you can navigate, on how you can actually create what you want to create. Do you get?
Yes, ma.
Okay, but I just want you to have a basic understanding of it before you go into creating your own. So this is how you insert your slicer. So if you can decide to slice by product category, I'm not slicing by dates because my date is static. It only has one particular date there, so it's really not useful.
Okay.
So you can, do you get?
Yes, we do. I do.
Okay, yes.
So
So
you pick the ones you want to slice. City, maybe
exactly,
sales rep, number of units sold that day, and all that.
exactly. Then you click on OK.
Okay.
So when you click on OK, it's going to bring out something like this.
Okay.
You get. So now I'm going to take it to my dashboard. So I'm just going to do Control C or right click and do copy. Then I'm going to go to my dashboard. Then I
Okay.
want it pasted here. Okay, I want it to move. I want it to move here. Okay. Let me just do Control V. So I did Control C and Control V. So now my slicer is here. Can you see?
Yes, ma.
Okay. So that's one slicer. Now let's do the next slide. Let's go back and pick the next slicer. So now I'm going to come to my pivot table and I'm going to choose the category. I'm going to do copy. Then I'm going to go to my dashboard. And I'm going to do Control V. So now all I need to do is just minimal editing and then paste it here. So with that, okay. I want to take this here so that it does not look so scattered.
Zainab, sorry, I feel putting it in the middle is actually going to make kind of
Okay,
be
all
fine.
right. It depends on
Doing like that
you.
makes it feel scanty.
Okay,
This makes it feel bold instead of
all right.
having scanty information.
All right, so I'm just going to extend this to the end. So with that, we've built our first dashboard. So now let me take this up. I want it to show full screen mode so we can all see. So can you see?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is our first Excel dashboard that we've built. So far, so good. What do you think?
Well
Please, I want
done.
to hear your
Yeah, I
thoughts.
think this actually has full information.
Okay, good. Okay, so aside from Temitope, please, others can also speak as well. I want to hear your thought as well.
I don't think there are others in this class. I think it's just me and Temitope that's right now in this
Oh,
class.
wow. Okay, so yesterday I noticed that we were much actually. So that's the reason why I was saying others.
Today is Sunday. Honestly, this class, it's just that you said you wanted to wrap it up. I'm sure some people
Yes.
didn't see the message. It's Sunday.
Yes, I apologize once again because yesterday the network really dealt with me. So that's the reason why we are here today. Yesterday we would have spent 3 hours because I'm very sure that imagine yesterday by the time the network was dealing with me, we were spending over 2 hours already. Imagine completing the dashboard. We would have spent over 3 hours on it. But it's fine, they can always watch the recording and pick up one or two from it. So
Hold on.
do we have any questions, please?
Yes, ma.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so this slicer that we've created, ma.
Okay.
If I want to see sales for maybe for example, say HPMV 360 for the day, if I click on it, will it just show me?
Okay, yes. If
Because
the
the
slicer
purpose
is okay.
for this iPhone 11 Pro, if I want to see the sales for today or yesterday's sales, once I click on it, will it show me the sales?
Yes, it's going to show you. So from what we have now, okay.
Hey, don't come again, oh.
Can you see that iPhone 11 Pro, this slicer is already affecting this particular slicer.
Why is it
So when I click
affecting?
on phone, it's affecting this Dell SPS 13. When I click on headphone, it's bringing me back to Dell SPS 13. So I'm trying to look inside the chart to see if anything is changing. So now I want to show you that it's really connected to all our charts. So can you see it's connected? So when I clicked on report connections, so now I'm going to click on price by city. I want to show you how to connect it. Please.
So go back and show us again.
What did you say?
I said go back so that we can see it, because I think you were trying to figure it out before that thing just appeared.
Okay, so now I'm going to click on report connections. Now it's connected to my pivot table. So I want it to be connected to price by city. I want it to be connected to top sales rep, and I want it to be connected to units. So it's connected to price by city, top sales rep, and units. I'm just going to click on OK. So now let's click on Apple AirPods. Can you see what's happening?
Yes.
Dell SPS 123. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, so for this one, so I'm going to right click and do report connection. And I'm going to connect it to all what I have on the sheets. So can you see? Okay. So when I click on phone, can you see?
Yes.
Okay, good. So that's basically just it. So if I don't want it to be showing, if I just want it to show me the general figure, I'm just going to click here and it's back to its original form. I'm going to click here and it's back to its original form.
Okay.
Do you have any other question, please?
So far, so good. Well done, ma. I guess when I practice more, I would understand it better, but this is clear.
Yes, it's more about practice, yes. So this is just a basic dashboard, but for a salesman, this is okay. So one thing I want to say is that I can't teach you 100%. The thing is that we try our best to give you the foundation so that you can go, even when you are building on your own. In fact, when you start building on your own, there are some parts that, okay, you might even find an alternative way to do it compared to the way I do it. And that might actually suit you best compared to how I'm doing it. So, for example, now look at that text box. You know, I was going to the main text box. I was selecting on text box. But you can actually go to shapes if you've been using text box over and over again and select text box and do whatever you want to do again. So it's when you start exploring that you'll be able to, like, you know, think for yourself that, okay, this is how I want this to be. This is what I want to do. So do you get?
Yes.
All right. Thank you
so
very
much.
much. You are
Thank you for your
welcome.
time too.
You are welcome. So this is basically a very simple dashboard. So I'm going to speak with Olusoji before Wednesday, the assignment will come in. So I want you guys to like just design your own. You don't necessarily have to do it the way I like. You don't necessarily have to create copy and paste. Just explore and just do something with the data set I'm going to share. So that's the way you're actually going to learn.
Okay.
All right, Julia. Thank you so much, and apologies once again for
no problem. Thank you so
having
much
to do
for your
this
time
today.
too, ma. We're grateful. We appreciate you.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good
So take.
evening.
All right. Can you see? You know when you were saying you are a mom and this thing? Can you see when I told you that me too? Can you see that my own
I've
baby?
been hearing your baby now since.
Exactly.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, ma, it's not easy. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, ma.
You're
Have a
welcome.
good evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye.
So you're welcome. Temitope, are we good?
Temitope has exited the class.
Okay. This is okay. Okay, Musa is also here. I can see someone else. I can't put you one on the phone. Try our best to give you this foundation so that you can go even when you are building on your own. In fact, when you start on your own, there are some parts that okay, you might even find an alternative. All right, Musa, please, did you just join or you were with us right from the beginning?
He has been around. He just goes out and comes in.
All right. Okay, so I wanted to ask for his feedback and hope he understands all what we've done here today. Okay, I think that is it because it's not even so active here. So thank you very much, Julia. So I'm just going to end the call now.
Thank you too. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Have a good evening, man.
And you too. All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.